Hi guys, okay, so I should definitely probably go and get my camera when I'm doing a video, my actual camera rather than my phone, which I'm using. But I just feel like sometimes you need to just have a bit of spontaneity and just speak on the moment. And I think this is one of these moments. So I'm sat in my kitchen in one of my favourite chairs, this garden chair, and it's absolutely boiling in the UK. So I've got my doors open, there's a breeze coming in, the kids have gone to bed, I'm exhausted, and the house is a mess. I've got stuff to do, all that normal stuff. But as I'm sat here, I'm just taking a moment of reflection. And this time last year, I was in the hospice, and on Sunday it will be the anniversary of my husband's death. So he died just before the final whistle, the football, which was apt for who he was and how much he was into football, on the 29th of July. And it's not, for me, it's not that day itself as such, but actually accepting what happened. Like this whole week, I mean, I haven't been like sad all week. It's just been a real, and there's been moments of tears, but what I mean is I haven't been sat like bawling my eyes out thinking, I just want him to come back. I don't really think like that because I'm quite realistic about life, but I think there's definitely been just kind of an acceptance of what happened last year. So we were absolutely on autopilot, and I did videos, I vlogged. You guys who have watched me for a while know that I talked through it, and these videos are on this channel. I haven't actually watched the videos since, so, and I know that one day they'll be useful for me and the girls to understand what went on. But I know, because I know where I was at, that I was running on autopilot and I was speaking on everything, but I was definitely, I was protecting myself, and I was hardened and I was numb, and all of those feelings. Whereas this time now, this year, the guard has come down, and so in a way there's a lot more vulnerability because I'm not on autopilot. I'm not having to go a million miles an hour. I'm not having to fight fires all the time. And so it does give you time to then reflect on the reality of what happened, and actually the pain of that, and how hard it was, and just accepting that to myself. Because as you know, when I've talked about this, I've always prided myself on being hard as nails and being able to get through stuff, and all of that is really useful in lots of ways. But I think now letting stuff in and allowing myself not to have to do that, it just allows me to acknowledge how hard it was, and sort of kind of want to give Holly of this time last year a cuddle and go, it's going to be all right. And I'm sat here, and as much as everything that's gone on, I feel really really grateful for my life, really grateful. And I feel grateful to Ross, my husband, for making a lot of what is good about my life a reality. My kids, financially, some of the stuff that we did together and things that he did on his own that mean that we're not absolutely stressing out now. And what we did and what we had together, and what he taught me as a person, and all of these things. And I think it's nice to take a moment to recognize that, and just I don't know, I'm sure I'll get accused of being cold in some way, but I'm really not. And I do cry. I don't really feel the need to cry in here, but I'm not crying all the time because it doesn't do anything. But I'm acknowledging the things that are happening. And yeah, I don't really know if this made any sense, but I just, in this moment, I'm sat here and I'm thinking, man, it's just weird. My life has changed so much and life just goes on when people that you love die. It just goes on, just ticks on. And it's just weird, you know, the changes that have happened in my life, good and bad, and just sort of acknowledging that they're there. And it's just weird. And it's weird because I still hear Ross in my head all the time. Like, we spoke so much that I know what he would say. I know what he would think about the things that we do as a family. I know where I'm totally rebelling against the things that he would have done. You know, that's just normality. And actually, it's taken me a while to stop doing things in a way that I may have done it for Ross. You know, when you're in a couple, you work together, and there's always give and take, and you do certain things in certain ways for that person, and they do certain things in certain ways for you. And now he's not here. It's taken me actually a long time to just go, you do it how you want to do it. There's nobody else here but the girls. And that's kind of new and weird. And I guess that's the thing that people go through when they lose somebody that they live with, that they have to start making those choices for themselves and recognizing that it's okay to make those choices, and they don't always need that person. You know, like, they're not here to contradict, or it's just weird. It's weird getting used to that. But I feel like a year on that, I'm starting to get that. I'm starting to just go, okay, no, really, when I get home, it's me that's going to do the dishes, and the washing's piling up, still me that's going to do that. Like, I have to do it. And that's new. You know, I'm a single parent, and I didn't expect to be, and which still seems weird to say, because I don't feel like I am, but I am. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of the stuff that I have in my life, and the time that I have, and the people that I have around with me. You're amazing. So that is my thoughts, and I guess I could be sat here clutching a picture of Ross and, you know, just making myself feel rubbish, but I'm not, because he would absolutely, like, he would have hated me doing that. And he would have been like, what the hell are you doing? Sort yourself out. Toughen up, is what he would have said. And I know that he would have. So it kind of makes me smirk. It makes me laugh a little bit when I think of behaving in that way, because he would just think, what on earth are you doing? Like, get up. So, I don't know, maybe that's what sets my, you know, how it sets the tone of how I've grieved. I don't know, maybe that I kind of know how he would have seen it. Anyway, I don't know if this makes sense, but I just kind of wanted to I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, because we're not, as a family, making a massive deal out of everything. We're just kind of being together, loving each other. You know, being around each other is helpful, because then we all know. We don't have to say anything. We know. So we can just have a nice day, and that's what we'll be doing. So, yeah, but I kind of just wanted it to be like, I don't want you to worry. People will message me, I'm sure, this week, and the messages have already started, and I just don't want you to worry that, you know, behind closed doors I'm like sobbing myself to sleep, because I'm not. And that doesn't mean that I don't miss Ross, or that I didn't love him, or anything like that. It means that that's how I'm doing it. I don't think I need to explain it anymore. I think I've explained it enough now. But yeah, for those of you who do send messages and are all lovely and care, thanks. Genuinely, I mean it. It means a lot, and some of you don't even know me, so thanks a lot. And if you are going through something yourself, then I'm sending you love, and just keep walking through it. You're gonna be okay. And even if it doesn't feel like it at all, which it might not right now, because you might be right in the thick of it, you're gonna be okay. Just keep walking. I know there's people say time is a healer, and it sounds cliched, but you just change with time. And you change, and if you decide that you want to have a happy life, then you'll do it. Whatever it takes. It's always been my motto. Whatever it takes, just keep walking through it, and don't avoid it, and allow what comes up to come up. And that's it. Speak to you all soon. Peace.